Hey guys, what's up? Hope you all had a nice Christmas. See, a couple of friends in the forum were asking some questions about my chiller, how I have it set up, how I have my hoses routed, that type of thing. Specifically, with the chiller, I've got it set up to where I can just disconnect one hose, move it to another location on the loop, so just one connection, and totally bypass the radiators. That allows the chiller to get the water down really close to 0 degrees Celsius, and to put it back, just move that hose back where it used to be. And I can also move one hose, or two hoses actually, and just completely remove the chiller from the loop. So it makes it really simple if I need to move the system around, or if for some reason the chiller quit working and I needed to disconnect it. Wouldn't have to drain the system, wouldn't have to fart around with a bunch of hose rerouting or anything like that. Just very quick and easy, quick disconnect fittings. So if you want to take a look at that, we'll go ahead and do it, alright? Here we go. Alright, so here's this system, and most of you have already seen it before. I've got this Alea chiller down here that's connected, that's got a SwiftTech D5 pump right there. I got two XSPC Photon D5 pumps there. So basically, and I'll move this system out from the wall here in just a little bit so you can get a look at the back side. But basically the water goes from the chiller to this pump here to the inlet. It goes out of this here into the CPU and around to the GPU, from the GPU over here to this pump, and then out of this pump to this top radiator. It goes through this top radiator to the bottom radiator, and from the bottom radiator it goes back to the pump and the chiller over here. So sorry this is kind of janky using my cell phone. It's the only video camera I have, so I'm trying to look at the screen and talk to you at the same time, so bear with me. I'm going to move this out from the wall so we can look at the back side. Alright, we're on the back side here. You can see the hoses running up from the chiller over here. See if I can get this back where you can see. So it goes into the pump here from the chiller, up through the pump, over to the CPU, and then from the CPU to the GPU, back to that pump over there, from that pump into the top radiator, from the top radiator into the bottom radiator, and from the bottom radiator, this line right here goes back to the chiller to get re-chilled and that type of thing. So in order to bypass the radiators, all I have to do is come over to this other side here. So this line right here goes to the top radiator from this D5 pump and reservoir. Just disconnect this fitting right here. This will be loose, and then we disconnect this fitting right here that goes into the bottom radiator. This is actually the return line. It goes back to the chiller. So I just disconnect this fitting right here, connect it right here, and voila, no radiators, and just running straight from the chiller. Now, if I decide that I don't want to use the chiller, that's simple too. All I do is I just disconnect these two lines right here. The one going back to the chiller, see I wrote from the bottom radiator, and the one coming into this pump over here. I just take this line right here, connect it to that one right there, and no more chiller. It's just a regular loop. So again, I'm sorry this video is not that great. It'd be helpful if I had another person helping me and could stand back and I could kind of do my thing and somebody capture it, but I'm trying to use my phone looking at the screen and make sure I'm pointing at the right thing and you're seeing what I'm pointing to. So again, to bypass the radiators, I just take the return line, disconnect the return line off of this pump right here, the one that goes out, and connect that hose from here where it's normally going back to the chiller, and connect it right to the output on this pump that's near the GPU over here. And then to bypass the chiller, I just disconnect this fitting here and this fitting here. This is the one coming to the system from the chiller. This is the one going out to the chiller, and just connect this fitting to this fitting. I oriented them, they're male and female, so I oriented everything so that they're all going in the correct direction. So this is directly male to female here, and the same with this fitting here. Whenever I'm going to bypass the radiators, the male to female orientation is correct there as well. So I hope you find that helpful. Have a great day and Happy New Year. Take care, guys. God bless.